I do feel like you're very misunderstood.
Because y'all judge something you don't know. You have to know what's at the root of your tree to know why you bear the fruit that you do. What was at the root of my tree was abuse. The fruit of my tree was being in an abusive relationship. But y'all want to judge the branches.
Obviously, your ex-husband is R. Kelly. How did it all come about? He approached you.
Carlos, I met him when I was 19. And then you meet this man in a position of power, and people don't understand. It's just not a Cassie going against Puff. The web is so big, you have the money to make me disappear.
Who was he before he first put his hands on you?
I don't know if there was really a real way to know who he was. Most women, we don't know the difference between a charming man and a cunning man. Relationships are one of two ways. A healthy relationship are good days with bad moments. Toxic relationships are bad days with good moments. You don't even know you're in something toxic. And 9 times out of 10, you have been somehow exposed to it in your life. Like for me, it was my grandfather.
You saw your grandfather hit your grandmother.
I look, and it is my grandfather choking my grandmother, banging her head against the glass pane door. So that seed was planted in me. So the way I grew up was to not love myself, to not think I'm worthy, and to feel that there's no escape from this. Because not only is it my grandfather, it's my mother, now it's my husband. So here we are, 2 broken kids. You add fame, money, and then a record label that don't give 2 fucks about whether you're healthy or not. We need you to stay as sick as you are, because as sick as you are makes us money. At the end of the day, this is so much bigger than my ex. This is bigger than an R. Kelly. This is bigger than a Puff. This is so much bigger than what people understand. There's this vicious web. And you have them, the celebrity who's in the middle. Everybody gets paid off of our abusers being who they are. But when people are like, why is she coming forward now? No, I came forward a long time ago. Y'all chose not to listen. And I will be made out to look like, oh, she's just the jaded wife who wanted money. She ain't getting money. And then you have women actually say things like that on social media. Y'all are more of an advocate for him and do more of his work than you are.
People have commented that your kids are grown. Why do you still carry R. Kelly's last name?
How would you feel if your name is Brown and your kid's name is Brown, and your family goes through something, you tell your kids, oop, you were Brown by yourself, I'm out. I don't want, no.
You being trapped in the house where you saw women come in on a regular basis.
I don't even know where that came from.
How did you escape him?
My daughter says to her dad, Daddy, why are you being mean? Why are you talking to my mommy like that? And he told my daughter, she know what the fuck she did. I said, God, I would rather die with me than die with.
Your daughter recently revealed that her father molested her. Were you aware of that? Your daughter recently revealed that her father. Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't. And here's the thing. I'm going to let her tell her story.
Right.
I can only tell from my side of the fence. It actually happened on his watch. Here's the problem. The judicial system, the way it's set up, guess what they told me? He has the right to have visitation with his kids. Up until that point, he hasn't abused the children. Excuse me? I left because it was abusive. So now you're telling me every weekend I have to send my children back to this man? Went to the police station. My dad, my bonus mom, my best friend. When my daughter called me, and now when I look back, I'm like, I believe that's the night that it happened. She called me hysterical, like, Mama, come get me. I want to leave. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to sleep here. And I'm like, well, baby, what's wrong? Like, I'm trying to think. Did somebody hurt you? Did somebody say? Not thinking him, mind you. So I go to the police station. I'm like, my daughter has called me in complete distress. I want to go get her. Guess what the law told me, Carlos? And for all of y'all who stay on my page and got so much to say about what I did as a mother, guess what they told me? Ma'am, you can't go to that man's house. If you jump that fence right now and he tells us to arrest you, we have to. It's trespassing. Unless we have a warrant, or unless your daughter calls us to tell us to remove her from the house. And even if she does, she's going in child protective custody. Ma'am, you cannot go on that property. And I suggest you don't. Because if you're trespassing and that man pulls out and shoots you, he's well within his rights. So now we have a whole judicial system that leaves mothers like me helpless. And that is probably the most painful experience of my life, because I did everything that I could. Asking for them, listen, I want supervised visitation. I only want it from this time to this time on Sundays. And to have a Judge Vega, look me in my face and tell me, this man has a right to see his kids. So now we have a court system in place that y'all don't protect children till it's too late. And it's even worse than that, because it happened when she was so young. She didn't even tell me till she was a teenager. My baby walked around with that pain and held that pain until she was a teenager. It happened when she was a little girl, and people actually attack me on social media and say I knew, and how could a mom and you didn't do anything? I did everything that I could. Just to have the police tell me I could do nothing. And my baby carried that pain around for years trying to protect me. So don't tell me what I didn't do for my baby. Don't tell me what I didn't do as a mother when you don't know shit about me. People don't know that pain of driving from a police station and having them tell you you have to leave your baby there. There's nothing you can do, and we can't either. To see the pain in my dad's face and watch a grown, retired naval officer cry all the way back to his house because even he couldn't get his grandbaby. So yeah, I'm not humble no more. Y'all have changed me. Y'all have changed me, and I'm officially gonna give y'all what y'all want.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen.
He was my everything. For a long time, I didn't even want to believe that it happened. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, that he would do something to me. I really feel like that 1 millisecond completely just changed my whole life. If my son asks questions, I'm gonna be as truthful as possible. But I would not be taking my son to a prison to meet his grandpa.